Today, I'm reviewing the Fiture, a mirror product, and after 150 videos or so on this channel, I have never reviewed a mirror product because I always thought they were kind of stupid. Was I right? Okay, I have purchased a huge portion of the home gym equipment reviewed on this channel, and I always kept my eyes on the mirror products, but I never pulled the trigger. And the reason for this was I kind of looked at them and said, okay, it's content that you probably could just put on your TV, but you get a mirror. You can see yourself while you have their content. That is hardly worth the price you pay when you could just put it on your TV and barely spend anything. But Fiture reached out to me and said, hey, we'll send this over to you, do a fair review, say what you got to say. And I said, well, might as well do it, might as well review it and see what these things are all about. And well, I may have been wrong. So let's start this from the top, and the first thing you're gonna have to do if you decide to get one of these, and that's installation. And there's two ways you can go about it. You can get the wall mount package where it will just secure to the wall and it is right there nice and secure, or you can lean it and use a safe hook to secure to the wall so it doesn't want to tip forward. But even if you just lean it, which I have done here because I have to send it back when I'm done, it is nice and secure. If I really pull on this, I mean, I can pull it forward if I want, but I have to put quite a bit of strength into it. It is pretty heavy, it leans pretty strong, so if you have a safe hook, it's gonna be pretty darn safe. Installation is a breeze, really no effort required. Moving on to using the product. You've got it set up and you're ready to do a workout. How do you get it loaded on there? Well, there's a few ways you can go about this. And the first one is you can do a gesture. So right here, it's actually saying raise your hand to start. So if I were to go in front of it and just put my hand up, it'll fill the circle around it and it will start the workout that is loaded on the screen. You can also swipe and see different options, swipe backwards to go back, and then raise your hand to pick an option. So it's very intuitive and you can just do it right from this, and it works really slick, and I was surprised that that works very well. I would swipe, it swipes. It was very good. None of that, come on, just do it. It worked. The other method is that you can use the app on your phone to connect this and completely control it. So you can load workouts you want to do individually, programs, and all sorts of different things to get the content you want going on this, and all sorts of other app features that I will cover in a little while. All right, so now we've moved on to the workout. What can you expect to be happening on the screen? What are the things that motivate you, keep you interested, and just keep you coming back? Well, first, there are a lot of things that kind of come on the screen and then go away based on what they're doing. But some of the things that you're gonna see are a timer with how many calories you burned, what your heart rate is based on the heart rate monitor that's sending, and yes, they do give you one, what you're currently in, so the workout that you're performing, with also some extra information that can pop up and tell you what this workout is, and then a counter. So as you do the movement that they're asking you to do, it's gonna count and give you a score to motivate you to push harder and achieve more. It's gonna give you form feedback, and it also calculates a score based on their motion tracking system, which I'm gonna talk about more in a second because it is one of the major things that took me from thinking a solution like this is kind of a waste of money to, oh, that is pretty sweet. It will also show you what muscles you're targeting, gives you feedback, and just a lot of things that's going on the screen that definitely help you learn but keep you very motivated. So it's a very immersive experience and it has a lot going on. I did really enjoy what they did and how they laid out the screen and how they kept the information coming at you but didn't overwhelm you. So now you have a general idea of what the experience is going to be like, but what kind of content can you put on this? Is it going to be something that interests you? Do they have options that would be fun for you and that you would relate to and want to keep doing? Well, I pulled up the app on my phone so I don't miss any categories. They have HIIT, strength, bar, boxing, yoga, Pilates, cardio, sculpt, stretch. And this is a lot of content, a lot of options within each one of those. They have a lot of options to choose from. And I will say, I have been very, very pleased with the content. Not only just the variety and that you do have a lot of types to pick from that are fun and keep mixing it up. So you don't feel like every time you step in front of this, you're just doing a different version of the same workout. You have so many options that one day you're like, I'm gonna do a cardio workout that's boxing and I'm gonna get a great workout, but it's fun. I'm jumping around, throwing punches. I might not be good at it, but I'm getting a great workout. Next day you're doing strength, maybe meditation and yoga. You know, you could just keep mixing up and have all sorts of different options. So I really appreciated that. But also, being someone that's tested what seems like a million connected fitness options, I have seen a lot of content. And I will say it's not always the best. Sometimes you can just tell that it's just not produced at the same level. They're not as prepared. They don't really know what they're talking about on the fly. They don't know how to be camera friendly. They just don't know how to motivate you or connect with their audience. And with this, I actually think they do a really, really good job. When you're working out with them, you feel like they're not talking at you, they're talking to you. They're in it with you. They want to work out with you. They want to get the most out of your workout and help you reach the health goals you want. And it just feels positive. It feels good. So from a content perspective, I have been very, very pleased with this. And it's probably one of the most important things with any connected fitness device. So I'm happy to report that. We're getting ready to move on to the topic I enjoy the most, the motion engine. But first, if you appreciate all the work that goes into testing this and making this video and hopefully helping you out, please hit that like button. Helps a ton. It's all I ask, and I do want to make sure you know I really appreciate it. So the motion engine, and this is the feature that really takes this product to the next level, because to be honest, without it, yeah, you have great content. Yes, you have a mirror and you can see yourself and you work on your form, but it's not really worth the price if it's just that. But with the motion engine, they are able to watch you, and this works really, really well. I was very surprised by this. And they are able to calculate a score real time that I had right here when I was showing that workout. And what this does is it will give you points based on what you're doing. So if it's a workout that you need to do a certain movement, you're gonna get points for continuing to do that. And it might give you a bonus the farther you go and the more you can do in the session that it gives you. But let's also say you're doing a plank and they want you to do it for 30 seconds. Well, it starts out giving you 3 points every second. And then you keep going, it's 4 seconds. Then you get to 5 seconds. And you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I need a break. I'm just gonna take a break for 5 seconds. But you realize you've worked your way up to the 5-point bonus. And if you take that 5-second break, you're gonna reset and be back to 3. And you're gonna ruin your score. So what do? You keep pushing. You get through that. And next time you come and do this, you're that much stronger because it motivated you to stick through a workout, to do more, to get more out of what you're trying to achieve with the workout that you're doing here. And that's what you want things like this to do. You want them to motivate you to push harder. You're not in a gym. You don't have a personal trainer standing next to you screaming at you. So you're on your own. And with things like this, it gets that same effect. You are able to, in your house, push yourself, motivate yourself, get more out of your workout to help you reach those health goals you want. And something else I appreciated was how accurate it was. I had a feeling that it was gonna be like, hey, as long as you're moving, it's giving you points. But it was on me. If I tried to cheat it or manipulate it in any way, it did not work. And my wife was just passing by one day as she went to get something from the other room. And she looked at it for a second and watched me and she goes, wow, that is really accurate. She could tell right away that if I messed around, I wasn't getting my points. If I half did the workout, I didn't get my points. I had to do it. The motion engine just does a really, really good job and adds so much to the experience. Another thing it does by watching you is it's able to give form feedback. So if you're doing something a certain way and it notices, hey, your elbows need to be higher, you need to be standing like this, it's gonna give you tips. So you get to learn along the way. You get to improve how you use this machine, how you do exercises, things that maybe if you're ever intimidated by working out, things like, I don't know what I'm doing. Well, 1, you get to watch them, and 2, then it gives you feedback so you improve over time. So who is this for? Well, I feel like it could be for a lot of people. First, if you don't have a lot of real estate, this is not huge and it tucks up nice against the wall. So you don't need a huge room. You just need this and enough room for you to be doing things in front of it. Second, anybody that wants to learn, wants to do new movements, wants to try new things, but in the luxury of their own house when they have the flexibility to work out. And third, anybody that wants a great mixture of cardio but also resistance training. You can really mix it up. Even within the same type of workouts, they're always throwing new exercises at you, so it's always something new. You don't just feel like it's a repetitive, boring thing that you're yet doing again and you're like, why did I buy this? This is boring. It is entertaining, fun, and has a lot of variety. And with that variety, it brings a balance to your workout. I tend to get comfortable doing the same movements over and over. Whether it's resistance training, I just do those bicep curls. And I know what I know and I do what I do, but that doesn't have enough balance to my workout. I'm not targeting my whole body, I'm just targeting specific muscles. Same thing with cardio. If I get on a bike, it's only the benefits of that bike and the motion you do with that bike. With this, because you're mixing up so much and they're always throwing new exercises at you and putting you in different positions, have you trying different things, you're challenging muscles that you never knew you had. And that makes you realize that you're getting a great workout. So the end result for anybody that just wants to get into better shape, reach health goals, be stronger overall, and just be more energetic, this can really help with that because of that balance. So who is this product not for? Well, being a taller guy with long arms and a low ceiling in this room that I'm in, I was hitting my ceiling, which made me modify the workout. Now, most people probably aren't gonna run into this because you're probably not as tall as me and don't have as low ceilings as me, but what I would do if I were you before you buy this is stand up and just reach for the ceiling and make sure you have room to do that. Because if you can't, you're gonna struggle to do some of the workouts they want you to do, but also the tracking system is gonna struggle because you're altering them so much, it can't relate and it thinks you're doing them incorrectly. So just test that out before you get it. Another thing is, if you're a bodybuilder or an extreme strength trainer, this is not for you. This is for people that just want to learn new movements, challenge themselves, be motivated by all the features in the content, which it's great at, but obviously it's not going to be for the people that are more on the extreme side. And last, I just say if this isn't your workout type, you kind of have to examine what would you enjoy? What would keep you coming back? Would you love getting on a peloton style bike or a rower or a climber or a resistance machine or having just heavy weights in your hand and doing something like that? Do you want to be using more of a machine or just a different style workout? Well, this isn't going to be for you. So let's take a second to talk about the value you get out of this. And I started this video by saying I never really gave mirrors much of a chance. And that was because I thought they were more marketing than value. It was just them trying to make something look cool. They built a mirror, it's a new way to work out, but it really didn't have that much going on for it. And you're just paying a huge premium to basically have a mirror built into your TV. Well, after using this and all the things I've talked about, there's way more going on. The content is very great, but the motion tracking, the scoring system, the feedback, all the functionality that goes into helping you learn, but also motivating you. And I love motivation. If a product can make you do more, can make you work out harder, can make you want to come back, can make you want to achieve higher scores the next time, and just keep pushing for more, then it is working really well. And this checks off so many boxes for those types of things. But if this is a product that talks to you, when it comes to value, and this is a key when coming to buy something like this, because it is expensive, I like it a lot. I think it's a great value for what you get if it does talk to you. So I hope you feel like you know the product better and also if it might be a good fit for you. And if so, please hit that like button for me. It helps a ton. I really, really appreciate it. But also a ton more coming up on this channel. I have a trainer review, the climber review, levels, another bike, so much coming up. So hit that subscribe button if you want to stay on top of all the cool things that are happening in this health technology world. But until next time, here's to a healthier you and have a good one.